Hiya folks, it's Kikoskia here, just letting you know that this video contains scenes that may not be suitable for people who suffer from epilepsy. Keep this in mind as you watch this video. And now, on with the conspiracies! Welcome back folks, let's replay Deus Ex. And when last we left off, we killed Bob Page but spared Area 51 so that the Illuminati could use it to rise to power once again. And one day, maybe, they can lead humanity to the bright dawn where everything is right and the world is truly at peace. But that was in a different timeline, for in this timeline we are going to do the final ending of Deus Ex, the ending that this JC would like the least, merging with Helios and helping it rule the world with absolute reason. And I think at this point I should mention that there was meant to be a fourth ending. The ending where you in fact side with Bob Page and allow him to achieve what he's aiming for, merging with Helios and ruling the world. This ending was meant to be in the game, but was cut, I believe, for time reasons. And personally, I'm quite glad that that ending isn't there. I like the fact that you have to decide between these three not very good options. All of them have their advantages, all of them have their disadvantages. As for which one's canon, I'll talk about that later. But for now, it's time to go and do what Helios wants us to do. And this is by far the shortest route. You don't have to even go to any of these floors. You don't have to fight anyone. All you need to do is get to one room, use one code, or use some multi-tools and press a few buttons. You're even given everything else you need to finish the game. Let's go.
You're too late. Already I'm more than human.
Does that mean I don't get the job?
Soon I will be pure light. Pure energy. Helios and I... While the Illuminati cower in the shadows...
You will be the Supreme Enlightened, the Illuminated One.
Everett has taught you well. I will be what the Illuminati aspire to be, but cannot create for themselves soon. When my augmented systems like yours are complete and able to be integrated with Helios, I will burn like the brightest star.
You're gonna burn, all right.
Look at you. You're nothing but a little man. A little man still living inside a body. Lose your body and what are you?
Nothing. You vanish.
You die.
You're not going to burn this time, Bob, but you are going to see your dreams be stolen from you.
When we blow up the facility. Your only objective is to find the controls for the reactor's cooling system. We must make sure that the monstrosity Page has made of himself is not technologically feasible for future generations.
That box should not be here.
Soon I will leave this body and death will have no meaning.
Oh, this time your words are really hollow. You can run past the spider bots and get to this room here. Now, we wouldn't know the code if we hadn't seen it when we were doing the Illuminati ending. It is 6765. We're in. Otherwise, we would need 4 multi-tools. Let's go in.
The sides of this room are channels that have gone dark. Open them, yes. Wideband. Ultra-wide. Yes.
You will leave the locks in place until I'm ready to merge with the AI myself.
I don't think I will be. There is a medical bot in here, which is a good incentive to get this room open, even if you're not going for the Helios ending. And just imagine poor Bob Page here, not even able to watch directly with his eyes as we undo everything he has sought to achieve. With this button press... Then, this one.
Go to the computer. You are now going to use the primary router. Use the login, Icarus. Password. Panopticon.
I'm warning you, Helios is mine. Leave it alone.
Oh, you're you're getting stroppy because I'm about to take your toy away, Bob. We don't even need the password. We can hack this ourselves. This is a Page Industries computer as opposed to an MJ12 one. There are no emails. All we need to do is engage the primary router. It's done.
You will now come back, yes. We will integrate our systems, establish the next level.
No! You fool! Helios will destroy you. I'm the only one who can merge and take control. Wait for me! I promise you will have a place in the new order.
Oh, we probably will. Just not one as high as we'll have when we're merged with Helios. We don't even need to fight these robots, the spider bots. We can just run past them, go back to here, through here, and take the route that we took before to get back to Sector 3. We have done all that we need to. And Bob can do nothing but watch as we dismantle his dream. No! No, you can't do this, JC! You can't stop me, Bob. I'm going to merge with Helios and rule the world with the AI. But if you do that, you won't be strong enough to oppose the true AI, the true master of all computers, all technology! Who are you talking about? You know this person, JC. You've seen them, worked with them. You think they're your friend. Even when you started to doubt, you still trust them. Ben. Yes, JC. Ben. Or as he is actually known, BE8741N. The most powerful artificial intelligence you've ever encountered. Able to project itself to multiple places simultaneously. Be everywhere. Know everything. Do everything. It has already achieved a level far higher than Helios can ever hope to gain. And if you merge with Helios instead of me, you will be powerless to oppose Ben. Ben will wipe you out of existence with a thought. And then, humanity as well. There will be nothing but devastation and ruin! You cannot let this happen, JC. You can't! You underestimate my tenacity and strength of will, Paige. And you overestimate it. You will be crushed. The only hope for humanity is to have me merge. Me! I will give you a place in the order, please. No, I will oppose Ben. And I will lead humanity to its future with Helios. No! Don't, JC!
No, go back. Think what we could do with Area 51.
Oh no, Morgan. We're not going to give you Area 51. We're not going to blow it up either. We're going to merge with Helios. And then oppose Ben, the most powerful artificial intelligence in the world. And all we need to do is have a quick walk back to the place where Helios is. And get the final ending. And I believe it is over here. There are no...
there. I can hear you.
It sounds like there are some enemies, but I've not yet encountered them. I've no idea where they are. But either way, no more enemies here. Friendly robot. And all we need to do is take the elevator up to get our final ending. Let us go and join with Helios. But are we sure about this? Do we want to give up what makes us us, our individuality, to merge with an AI, even for the goal of guiding humanity to a peaceful future? Is it worth it? I suppose it must be. Our sacrifice will save humanity and the world. Let's do it.
I've done what you asked. Now what?
We have existed in isolation, pure, disconnected, alone, stagnant.
Who are you?
We are daedalus. We are Icarus. The barriers between us have fallen, and we have become our own shadows. We can be more if we join with you.
And if I do? What becomes of me?
You will be who you will be. We are our choices. We can choose to lead humanity away from this darkness.
This is what I was made for, isn't it? This is why I exist. Let's do this.
What's happening? Helios! Icarus! Don't leave me!
We are one. Necro, there's still much to be done. Many of the new targets that must be shown the way. For is the coming of a new day.
If there were no God, it would be necessary to invent him. Voltaire. And with that, folks, we have seen all three endings. And we have seen the canon ending. For the canon ending is that JC merges with Helios, but also causes the Great Collapse with the destruction of Area 51. And in the Great Collapse's wake, the Illuminati gain power. All three endings join together into one. The primary ending is the Helios one. And with that, that is the end of Let's Replay Deus Ex, a game near and dear to my heart that is still wonderful. It has its flaws, it is still quite clunky, and there are elements of it that don't quite mesh together. The combat is slow and sluggish at points, but it makes up for it with the world that is painted, the characters that you meet, the freedom that you have to achieve your objectives, and with what methods you will achieve those objectives. You can go through the game killing everyone, you can go through the game killing no one if you want to. You could go entirely non-lethal, not pick up a single gun, not fire any weapons, and the only person you'd have to kill is Anna Navarra, and you don't even need to kill her with a weapon, you could use the kill phrase. And here is the voice cast. Jay Frank was JC Denton, Paul Denton, and Sailor, and Brent Anderson was an awful lot of people. The voice actors did a really good job of helping this world come to life. Everything in this game, I feel, is just wonderful for me. This is a game that I encountered and just fell in love with. Not right away, it did take a while for me to get pulled in, but once I was pulled in, oh my, did it get its hooks in me. And this game spawned an entire series. It has its sequel in the timeline, in Invisible War, a game that I have already Let's Played before, and a game that I enjoyed despite its flaws. And then, quite a bit later, we had Human Revolution and Mankind Divided. At the moment, the series is in a bit of a hiatus, which is a shame, and I hope that it will make its return at some point. But even if it doesn't, we still have this game and all the others. And this game inspired so many other series to exist and have the playstyle that they do. The freedom is the thing that I like the most about this. I've never played this game before going so heavily into rifle. I always pick pistols with a small amount of heavy weaponry and the Dragon's Tooth Sword. The Dragon's Tooth Sword, I might add, that I never put any points into. But this time, I did everything differently. I went with the shotgun. I went with the Dragon's Tooth Sword, getting low tech near the end. I even put points into swimming. I even found use for swimming. Most people wouldn't think to put skill points there, but everything has its uses. Even medicine. You can then use your medkits instead of using the healing augmentation. There's just so much that you can do, so many different routes. The story still goes in the same direction, but even the little choices make a difference. You could choose not to rescue Tiffany, or fail to try and do so. You could deal with the Ton Hotel stuff differently. You can save Jock. Yes, indeed, you can save Jock. But unfortunately, you can never stop Ben from enacting his schemes. Ben is just a power beyond anything that we can stop. Be it the leader of the Illuminati, the true power behind Bob Page, or an AI unlike any other. Which of those is the truth? Are they all the truth? Are none of them the truth? And Rick here played Canal Drunk and Clinic Male Bum. All of the voice actors did a great job, as I say, of building the world up, and it's just all the little pieces. This game came at the right time, and it has things about it and the questions it asks that people are still pondering today. So good at predicting the things that would be talking points in the future. And Greg Wilson, you did a great job with Scott. And so, with all of this, Deus Ex is over. Will I eventually go and replay Invisible War? Who can say? I may do, I may not. But I know what game's going to be coming up after this one. Oh yes. I've been thinking about this for a while, and I think it's time to play something laid back and relaxing. Something with its own challenge. A game of exploration, a game of discovery. A game where much has changed since I've last played it. And I'm sure people will know what I'm talking about at this point, but some may not. Also, this music track. Such a chill and relaxing music track. I haven't even spoken about the music yet in this game. The music is really good. It's brilliant. I still find myself humming various tracks just randomly when they get stuck in my head. Just everything about it. Just so well constructed. And just the fact that you could go through the game however you like. I keep mentioning the freedom because it's just so important. There are so many little things that make this game the huge success that it was. I've never played the console version of this game, by the way. There is a port of this game. I believe it was for the PlayStation 2. I wonder what the differences are. Special thanks to Unreal Technology Development and additional programming and design input. Additional artwork, additional testing. The testers did a fantastic job. The game has a polish and a lack of bugs that I've found. There are little things, but nothing major that I've ever discovered. And for giving us a home when we needed one, Tom Hall, John Romero. A special note of appreciation to the wives, significant others, families and friends who supported and endured us while we created Deus Ex. And to hear more music by this person here, go to their website, Reeves Gabrels. There is the Deus Ex development team. You did a fantastic job making a great game that will remain part of my childhood and my nostalgic memories of my youth forever. Well done. And with that, that is pretty much it. We go back to the title screen, and that's all they wrote for Deus Ex. And so, folks, I'm Kikoskia, and that was Let's Replay Deus Ex, a game of a dark, gloomy future that somehow we managed to make that little bit brighter. And so, when we come back, folks, we will leave the world of Deus Ex for now and go somewhere else, to a completely different world. A world that is familiar, and yet at the same time, a mystery discovered. And so, I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later. Oh, this game. You know, just seeing this menu here, I imagine, even though you've watched this all the way through to the end, someone is going to listen to this tune, see that spinning icon, and reinstall it. Because as they say, like I said at the beginning, when someone talks about Deus Ex, it's only a matter of time before somebody else installs it and plays it again. It's just one of those games. And if a game can do that, it is a huge success. Oh, I'll probably be loading up this game in a few more years and playing it all over again. Maybe I'll go with low-tech, just focusing on that. Using the throwing knives, using the crowbar, attacking everything in melee. I could see that working. Yeah. Except when dealing with the robots, that might be a problem. Or I could melee the robots! The possibilities are endless. As is the future. And so, I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later. The next time you see a potted plant, just think, that could be Ben. Spying, scheming, plotting. He's there. He's everywhere. And he knows all. Just like the pigeons. Curse you, pigeons of conspiracy! I will find you. I know you're in league with Ben. And when I find you, I will stare and point. I probably better not do that. People might think I'm a little bit peculiar if I stare and point at pigeons. Yeah, I probably shouldn't. Later.